Well, good morning, beloveds. We are at the end of 2021. Today is the last day of the year. Which, I mean, it's something we've cosmically agreed upon, right? It has no bearing other than that. There's no magical gateway unless you make it so. I will tell you that I gave up making resolutions years ago, and my life's been better for it. I don't see the point in creating something that I'm probably not going to stick to. So I pretty much have the same resolution that I do every year, which is I'm going to continue to work on myself and I'm going to continue to grow. And that means that I can grow in any direction that I want. And, you know, and it's not about accountability, because I'm definitely a big proponent of accountability. I just think New Year's resolutions are generally made in a silly atmosphere, and we never have any intention of holding to them. So there's no accountability to it. I would definitely choose something a little more, I don't know, to do that. So, but we're ready to kiss this year goodbye. And I actually saw a friend of mine, he made a post and on Facebook, and I was just like, it's an excellent illustration of one of the things that we teach here in Science of Mind. And so I'm going to give it to you, and then I'll do the reading. And it was a conversation between him and God, and it was him praying to God to win the lottery, and God saying, you have to meet me halfway. You actually have to buy a ticket. And so that's one of the, when I read that, I was like, oh, that actually makes sense. Whatever it is that we're praying to God to do, or treating spirit to do, we still have to meet spirit. We have to meet spirit part way. The asking is part of it, and then we've got to move in the direction of the treatment. So if you are treating for something and it is not happening, rather than going back and looking at your treatment, because, you can always redo your treatments. Don't redo the treatment. You treat the treatment. But go and look at the actions that you can take, the steps that you can make, the moves that you can do that will move you in the direction of your treatment. You don't necessarily have to meet God halfway, but you gotta move in the direction. There's got to be movement on your part. So I just thought it was an excellent example of, if you want something, you gotta buy a ticket. You gotta buy a ticket. All right. The beauty of these 365s is that you can start them wherever and you can end them wherever. I am committed to finishing the book. And since I started this book in April, we will finish it in March, and we will move on to a new book in April. That's my magical gateway. But let's see what Ernest has to say for the last day of 2021. And now that I'm I'm seeing a pretty amazing little thing. Recognized as the foremost spiritual teachers of the past century, Ernest Holmes blended the best of Eastern and Western spiritual philosophies, psychologies, and science into transformational ideas. It's the last page of the book. All right then. Okay, but December 31st, I accept the beauties of life. And our quote is, because it would never claim greatness, therefore its greatness is fully realized. And that is the Tao Te Ching. Religion affirms the beauty of life, and that God fills this world with the beauty of its presence. Therefore, there is no reason why I should not experience this, and I now do. My mind is set on beauty, and it appears where I am. I need not seek it, for already its face is showing itself to me. People, places, and things are beautiful when I look for details of loveliness. In minute ways, harmony, order, and right proportion catch my attention. All sight is glorious, all music is rich in tones of harmony, All food is God's substance served to me by intelligence in action. Even the glass of cold water symbolizes that cup of long ago which gave life a new meaning. The beauty of Christ is the glory of my soul. In the commonplace, Jesus saw God, and he bid me to do likewise. I look out at familiar walls, people, and objects, and I see them with a new light and a new meaning. I need not uproot the old to behold the glory of life. I only need to see rightly what already is and appreciate the mind which brought it forth for me to see. The ugliest building is potent with harmony, order, and balance. Its walls stand because a law is in action. Its presence declares a universal substance, and its form affirms a divine intelligence. I now see it anew and appreciate an idea made manifest. The little becomes the great, for beauty is within it. God's action always produces symmetry, and my whole world is filled with the divine mind in action under its perfect law. The beauty of spirit is in me, and I acknowledge it in my sibling. To me, all people have the qualities of greatness. Beauty is of the mind and heart, as well as of appearance. These inner powers are the real beauty that no outer application can equal. The slightest kindness brings beauty to my heart. No good act is too small to be appreciated. God blesses me through all people and all situations. Wherever I look, beauty is at hand. God beckons to me in every face, every building, and every landscape. This is the day of harmony, order, and balance. Beauty is mine. All right, well, that's an excellent way to end the year so that we can be thinking about that as we step into the new year. Really, honestly, beauty is where we find it. We can look at the most beautiful thing in the world and not find it beautiful, depending on our state of mind. And we can look at a situation that everybody else is looking, or a scene that everybody else is looking at, and they think it's awful, and we can go, nope, I see the truth behind it. I see the reality behind it. I see the beauty in it. It really is a mental attitude. That's one of the reasons why Emma talked about looking for the good and praising it. Because if we look for it, we will find it. And what more could we ask? What more could we ask? So I accept the beauties of life. And I like the Tao Te Ching quote because it would never claim greatness. Therefore, its greatness is fully realized. It's a mental attitude. Okay, so religion affirms the beauty of life, and God fills this world with the beauty of its presence. Everywhere we look, God is. There is nowhere we will look that God is not. There is nowhere we will go that God is not. Partly because we will carry God with us, but because everything is made of the same substance, which is, in our opinion, God stuff. Therefore, there is no reason why I should not experience this, and I now do. So if I know that God is all around, then that's what I'm looking for. Why not experience it? Why not make that choice? I mean, you can choose to do anything. Why not choose to see God? My mind is set on beauty, and it appears where I am because it was always there. It is up to me to be consciously aware of it. I need not seek it, for it already, its face is showing itself to me because I am conscious. Consciousness, consciousness, consciousness. It's definitely one of Ernest's drum beats. People, places, and things are beautiful when I look for details of loveliness. In minute ways, harmony, order, and right proportion catch my attention. Sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees, and sometimes we can't see the trees for the forest. So sometimes we need to step back and look at the big picture to see the loveliness, and sometimes we want to step in and see the minute details. And it's going to be up to you to make that choice. What do you need to do to see the beauty, to see the harmony, to see the order, to see the loveliness? Do you need to take a step back, or do you need to take a step in? Frequently in Science of Mind, we do step in, but stepping back is always an option. Always an option. All sight is glorious, all music is rich in tones of harmony, all food is God's substance. All food is God's substance served to me by intelligence in action. It's just a really good line. Even the glass of cold water symbolizes that cup of long ago which gave life new meaning. If you live where I live, a glass of cold water is a thing of beauty, especially right now. It's still in the 80s this week. Tomorrow, the cold front comes in tomorrow. The beauty of Christ is the glory of my soul. All right? What is the beauty of Christ? The beauty of Christ is knowing who you are, knowing that that consciousness is installed in you, that love is installed in you, knowing that you plug into an eternal source of love, of vitality, of power, of compassion, of kindness, of creativity. That is the glory in our souls. In the commonplace, Jesus saw God, and he bid me to do likewise. And that really is where it is, in the commonplace. If we can find beauty there, we can find beauty anywhere. I look out at familiar walls, people, and objects, and I see them with a new light and a new meaning, because we are recognizing the truth behind them, the source of them. We are recognizing the God light in them. I need not uproot the old to behold the glory of life. I need only see rightly what already is, and appreciate the mind which brought it forth for me to see. Using that divine mind to see that God light, that God presence, that God love. The ugliest building is potent with harm. Oh, here's where he straight up gives us, all right, you want to know how to do this? Let me give you a prescription on exactly how to do this. The ugliest building is potent with harmony, order, and balance. Its walls stand because a law is in action. Its presence declares a universal substance, and its form affirms a divine intelligence. So right there, he's like, all right, yeah, that building's not pretty, but look at it in this way, in the law that keeps it up, that its very being is a symbol of the substance, and that its form affirms that divine intelligence that created it through people. Its presence, I now see it anew and appreciate an idea made manifest. The little becomes great, for beauty is within it. All right, God's actions always produce symmetry, and my whole world is filled with the divine mind in action under its perfect law. The beauty of spirit is in me, and I acknowledge it to all beings. All beings. I acknowledge all beings. To me, all people have the qualities of greatness. All people have the qualities of greatness because they are all beloved children of God. Every single one of us. You are a beloved child of God. Beauty is the mind and the heart as well as of appearance. These inner powers are the real beauty that no outer application can equal, which is a fancy way of saying beauty comes from the inside. The slightest kindness brings beauty to my heart. No good act is too small to be appreciated, and that is the truth. which is why we have random acts of kindness and small acts of kindness and all of that, which there's a Lord of the Rings quote that what will, and I think it's a Desmond Tutu quote as well, about small acts of kindness will overwhelm the world. God blesses me through all people in all situations. Wherever I look, beauty is at hand. God beckons to me in every face, every building, every landscape, which means everywhere we look, God is. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to see God looking back at us. This is a day of harmony, order, and balance. Beauty is ours. All right. You know what? Sometimes I get through this with a clear mission in mind, but it is the last day of the year. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to give you a mission. I'm not giving you a mission. What I am going to do is suggest that you go out and you look around and you look at your world and you see the beauty looking back at you. Go look in your mirror and see the beauty looking back at you. All of the people that you encounter today, see the beauty looking back at you. And it's not a mission, it's a suggestion. Because if we end our year like that, then we can start the new year the same way. We're just practicing for that. All right, but I am going to suggest, as I always do, to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like. Be it big, be it small, it does not matter. It does not matter. What matters is that you do it, that you create that habit, that you create that first response, that you create that default setting. You deserve your own love, your own kindness, your own compassion. You are a beloved child of God, and God wants that for you. And so I treat it like a spiritual practice. I do treat it like a spiritual practice. Practice it every day until it is such an ingrained habit that it is your first response to yourself and to everyone else around you. You can do it. I have faith. All right, beloveds, I also do encourage you to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you. I do encourage you to go get some bright light first thing this morning. There was a minute of sun and then it fogged back up. So, weather, yay. Drink plenty of water and open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right now. He talked about beauty. That is what he was focused on for the end of the year, so that we walk into the next year with our eyes open to the love around us, to the beauty around us, to the God stuff around us, so that when we look in each other's eyes, we see God looking back at us. When we look in each other's eyes, we see a beloved child of God. And we do that by opening the windows of our soul and looking for the good. We look for the good, we praise it, and when we praise it, when we're grateful for it, there's more. There's always more. Okay, I'm going to move into the process of my day. I'm going to encourage you to have fun today. It's the end of the year. I'm quite sure that my neighborhood will be quite loud with fireworks. So, do what you need to do to take care of yourself and enjoy the last day of the year so that we can set off into the next year on an even keel and the right foot and in the right frame of mind, a positive mental attitude. So have an amazing day, a wondrous day, an enchanting day, a magical day, a beauteous day. That is not a word. I'm making them up. Ernest does it all the time. Why not? A beautiful day, a harmonious day, an orderly day, a wondrous day. All right, beloveds. Have a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are loved just as you are. All right. It's Friday night. New Year's Eve is going to be a Friday night. Who knew? All right. So I will be with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow, 9 a.m. ish, because if we get any sleep tonight, we may go to the park and talk to the squirrels. So, but I will see you in the morning, and Reverend David should be on with you around 5, and then take it as you find it. I will see you next year. All right, beloveds, have a wonderful day. Know that you're loved.